Check.
I have a hard.
Check. Welcome to Cumtown
I have
Behind
a
the
hard
Scenes,
dick.
where you get to see the
I have a hard
the
dick.
pre-show ritual where we say mic check.
of steel.
We work on voices.
Titties.
We work on voices before we say check, right?
Oh yeah. Did we get Trembly Black Guy in?
Yeah, no, I don't think so yet. I don't know if it's a guy. It's an agendered, aging.
Trembly.
Yeah,
Black
who's concerned
person.
about what the boys in the neighborhood do.
These boys is
They don't have any
crazy.
respect.
We used to drive big sedans and sell women, and now they're selling drugs, and they don't have any sedans at all. They used to appreciate sedans. A large-ass sedan that you could beat a woman in. Imagine a sedan so big you could wind all the way back and put your hip into a punch. They don't make sedans like that anymore. All my clothes used to be made out of feathers. My nickname was F-word. Now they got weird names like tuna fish. Based God, what is that? I don't even know what that means.
Boys, I'm tired. I biked over here, dude. I walked and biked. I'm a fitness maven now, dude. I've changed my whole.
You're gonna pass that presidential fitness
I'm
challenge,
going to,
dude.
brother. I 100%.
You're gonna do the 10 pull-ups.
That's so Maven.
That's so maven.
Sure.
That's so fitness maven.
Fatso Maven.
That's so maven. Dude, come next summer, dude. I'm gonna be out here, big arms, no titties,
Yeah.
little stomach.
What's your fastest mile you ever ran?
I mean, I don't know.
Dude, I checked my mile when I was like 19 or 20
Yeah.
because I got in pretty good shape, but like with lifting weights and stuff and like just cutting calories. So I
Right.
was like, yeah, I'm probably pretty fast now. And I checked my mile and it was like 7:45 and I felt like I was all out sprinting the entire time.
Really?
And I'm like, that's atrocious.
In high school, I was okay, but yeah,
Well,
I probably couldn't beat that.
That's the fastest mile I've ever ran. It's probably 7:45.
Really?
I think mine is like 8, and I was cheating. Like I think I would sprint, and then I would like walk a little bit.
That's not cheating. However you can get it done.
But off the strength of that mile, the football coach saw me sprinting. I got recruited.
For what?
I was playing
Notre
soccer at
Dame?
the time. No. They swapped me over to football.
Oh,
They
wow.
saw your boy with the big haunches tearing up Baltimore Polytechnic Institute's gymnasium,
Oh.
just sprinting like a beast, like a horse in heat.
What
his
position were
hard
you
cock.
in
Soccer, seeking some warm
Heat
horse pussy.
is like the girl.
I know, but
So
I
you're
said
the
it
girl,
at the end.
You're a girl horse.
No, I said his hard cock is seeking warm horse pussy.
No, but you said
I said it.
You said like
I
a
heard him
horse
say
in heat.
that.
But he said that to correct himself because he thought that I wouldn't hear the horse in
Well,
heat
listen,
part.
what the point
Yeah,
is,
in
I'm a
heat
horse
is a
with a hard
woman.
dick in that.
Well, you think you're in a room of people that don't know how animals
Yeah.
Oh, you know how animals fight.
Son,
I
I've
would
been
never.
watching animals my entire life.
Yeah, so I was a nose tackle.
Remember that Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie show, The Simple
The
Life?
Simple Life,
where
of
they
course.
Yeah,
fist
I
a
remember
cow?
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to, I think.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, this is like gross. And it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what part of... I'm sure it's gross to the farm people that have to do it. It's
You
not
think
like,
nurses
oh
who
boy,
change
I can't wait to shove my fist in that cow's pussy. Like, that's like the main part of farming and not the most inconvenient part of being a farmer. Rich people have to apply hemorrhoid cream sometimes. That doesn't mean it's a part of their lifestyle.
That's
a
what I
rich
get my
thing.
butler to do with his nose.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it a butler.
That's
He used to suck
Damn,
people's...
dude.
Before they invented toilet paper, the butler would come in and he would suck the turds out of your ass. Good afternoon, sir. Will you be using the latrine today, sir?
He just lays on his back and opens his mouth wide.
Very good, sir. You did a very good job.
What were we talking? Oh, Simple Life. Yeah, I remember there was one thing where they made two guys kiss, and if they kissed, then Nicole and Paris would kiss.
Yeah, that was like when two girls kissing was wild.
Still hot, dude.
Mhm.
Which is
Well,
still
it's
is.
still hot.
It'll
but
never
it's
not
like,
be hot.
Remember Tattoo, that Russian?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they're not
yeah.
gonna get us.
They're not gonna get. How'd it go?
They're not gonna get us.
I wanted.
They're not gonna.
Everything
get
is
us.
there. All the thing is there. Run out
Yep.
of my head. Sucking off my dick. Sucking off my dick. I am gay. My ass. Hear that
Gay?
falsetto?
Gay?
I am gay. My ass.
I'm gay. Hello,
Dude, Tattoo. Okay, there's another beat off. I remember watching that on Eldis's couch actually as young boys.
Did you ever beat off to Eldis?
No, he's
Like
ugly as
Eldis
shit.
wearing a coconut bra?
Eldis is ugly. I would never beat off to him.
Do I
Oh,
look
man.
like I'm an islander? I want to eat these coconuts. It sucks having to wear a bra because I always want to eat it.
I never beat off to Eldis.
That video on your phone that you lost.
Oh
Of
my
Elvis
god.
naked.
Oh, I
Elvis
still
running.
have it.
You do?
You still have it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of Eldis
hell
running
yeah.
away nude.
Oh, I guess you texted to the group.
Yes,
thread.
I did.
Dude, that's one of the funniest. His body is just.
I have another good one actually.
It defies proportion.
Yeah.
He bought
He looks like a female gym teacher.
Yeah, he's got a pear-shaped body for sure.
He's fat, but like you can't tell how fat when he's
like
wearing
he's like a
clothes.
woman from a painting from the Renaissance. Those fat ladies with little titties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's his like a.
Actually.
Shout out to fat ladies with little titties.
They would
Hell
just
yeah,
they
dude.
would paint men and then paint breasts on them.
Really? Well,
Because
look
it
at
was
Big Shot over
it
here.
was
Got to take a
illegal
call.
for women to.
What do you think, Adam?
do anything.
gay. Oh, it's his sushi. Adam ordered sushi.
Yeah, there's no point in talking into his microphone because this isn't. I don't release this.
Something will happen. I'm gay.
No,
I'm
this is
gay.
released
I mean,
as
I'm
a
straight. I'm
in
stopped.
single channel.
I'm Adam and I'm
file.
gay.
It's a single.
You don't
channel
think it
file,
makes
so
some difference if
It
I talk
absolutely
into
makes
his
zero
into his
difference.
microphone?
When I mix it down, it always sounds the same.
Well, either way, I
What
wasn't.
are you guys
talking.
arguing about?
That
Sorry.
was you.
He was picking up your microphone to do your voice, but all of this gets mixed down into one channell. So
Yeah.
it does. There's no reason.
Well,
to do
that's
that.
poor audio filing.
What should I could? You know what I could do?
Mm.
I could create a 5.1 mix
Uh-oh.
just for listening in my apartment. A 7.1 mix.
Oh, cool.
Let's
this
all listen to
Dolby.
ourselves talk.
Yeah. Dude, I
can
could
feel that.
have it. I could set it up so that I wrap around the room real quick. Where I go watch me podcast circles around your bitch ass.
So
And then there's Adam crying out of the center channel as I fly around the room like a Comanche helicopter.
that sounds pretty cool.
Getting the big riff artillery guns, dude.
Hell yeah. I would love to be a helicopter pilot.
You don't have the guts.
Yeah.
You don't have the heart.
Yeah,
dude.
you're yellow.
I have
You're a
the
bitch.
heart. What I don't have is the coordination or the skill or the proper background to pass the check that would allow me into the military.
training. Oh, the background. Yeah.
But
yeah.
so you're saying you have none of that, but you have the heart.
Are
Yeah.
we too old to join the military? Could I go at 30? Just go become
Yeah,
private.
you can join until you're like, I think 38 now.
You
Damn.
can.
They
Those
they,
are,
be a
are
thir-
desperate.
they raised it way
38-year-old
up.
man.
Yeah, they keep sending me to Iraq, dude.
Yeah.
You get to come home for 2.5 weeks, and then it's like, all right, Fallujah for 6 years.
I
No,
might
it used
do
to be
dude.
the
I might
cutoff
do
used to
it.
be 28, and then they
Jesus.
raised it to like I think 36.
It's
and
chill
then-
what we do to the military here.
We make poor people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Well, how often they're gone, dude? It's like can't just
They're
keep.
gone for so
There's
long.
I mean, a generation has spent their lives in like some.
Yeah, but those people would have done anyways. A
Yeah,
lot
but
of
they're away from their families and shit, dude. Family. If I've learned anything from the Fast and the Furious movies, family is the only important
Family is
thing, dude.
everything.
Family's
That's a good
everything,
point. That
dude.
is a good point.
That's
that
what
is a
that's
good
that's what
yeah.
that's
then why
what
did
this
Paul
pod-
Walker die?
dude. Come on, man.
Shows you how well family works.
Family,
fucked
no,
up, dude.
families deal with tragedies, but they stick together.
Yeah, through like when we kill Adam to juice the numbers when we start losing
We all know it should have been Tyrese. You know,
when we start losing
Well,
ratings.
yeah, really, why couldn't it have been Tyrese?
it should have been
he
Tyrese.
does everything he can to ruin every iteration of those movies.
He's
Do you
so
mean in real
bad.
life or in the movies? Because in
He's
real
so
life, Paul
bad.
Walker
he sucks.
he was driving
he's
like
the
an
worst.
idiot.
He's the worst one of all. Look,
When we
imagine-
watched Fast 8
It's
together.
a collection of these actors in the entire world.
Yeah, they're very bad.
And Tyrese
Don't say
still
that about
manages
Vince.
to
Michelle
be-
Rodriguez is a disaster.
Michelle Rodriguez is a horrible actress, but
Disaster.
she's like her. I'm tough.
I think they fired her, right, for being annoying.
No, they didn't fire her. She was like, if they don't start treating women better in the series, I may leave. And it's like, So Lee, but like but like the best guy in the series died.
Yeah.
You think like anyone's
Vin's
gonna
the
give a shit
best.
that-
How dare you, dude?
No, Vin
Paul
is
Walker.
pathetic.
Fuck off.
Vin is
Paul Walker
Are you
was the,
kidding?
Paul Walker was the
the
best.
heart
dude.
and soul of that
Dude,
franchise.
Vin. Come on. You're
No,
going to
no.
say Vin?
No, it goes Paul Walker, then
is
The
a
Rock.
classic SoCal ledge.
The Rock is a late addition to the game.
He is a
dude.
late addition, but he makes that series
Vin,
great.
there's no fast.
Guess who
fast
comes
without
after
Vin.
The Rock? Guess who comes after The Rock? Jason Statham.
Are you out of your mind?
Then Ludacris.
Jason
Oh
Statham.
my God!
Then-
Shut the fuck.
then Vin Diesel.
Then
No, no, no.
Ludacris sucks my dick. Are you kidding me?
Who you're talking about? Christopher Bridges.
Christopher Bridges.
Oh,
Christopher
okay.
Ludacris Bridges.
Oh, okay.
The renowned
I was
actor
confused. I was
Christopher
confused.
from Crash. You might know his finest work, Crash.
Oh, Crash! I love that movie.
My favorite movie.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys are out of your gourd. That's
I'm not agreeing
are
with
you
Nick
fucking
here.
kidding me?
Jason
He's-
Statham is good, but he's not integral in the Fast universe.
Okay, if Fast whatever is McDonald's, Vinny's the Big Mac brother, and
well,
Nuggets.
at this point, yeah, he's the
Okay.
main. He's the main star. Right
Yeah,
now.
in the
he was
in
Big
our
Mac
first movie.
and Paul Walker was Nuggets. The two best parts of McDonald's, and then The Rock is like a chicken select. with
Stop.
some
What
bacon.
happens in Fast and the Furious 5?
I don't remember, dude.
Yeah. So please be quiet.
Did you remember? There's an interview.
Please don't comment on the series that you're not obsessed with.
dude.
So there's an interview.
You would say you're obsessed with. Maybe I
Rock-
took one of them off. I'll be honest.
The Rock was doing a promo interview during his like the first movie he was in, and he was like talking to the reporter, and he was like saying with like a completely straight face, he's like, when Vin Diesel and I fight on screen, it's history being made.
Didn't they have a feud that got squashed?
I think it was the same kind of feud that everybody in the cast of the Suicide Squad had with Jared
Right,
Leto
right.
leading up to the release of that movie.
The Rock was mailing Vin Diesel used condoms.
I'm gonna suck your dick.
Do you want to know how
First,
I sucked
I'm
my
gonna
own
suck
cock?
your dick really, really hard.
Do you want to know how I got this hard?
Do you want to know how my dick got this small? Because somebody played a joke on me with a pair of scissors. And it was me, surprise. I cut my own dick down. Not off, just down. Because what's the craziest gender? Small dick. And that's my gender because I'm the Joker.
That's cuckoo. That is cuckoo to cut your own
That
dick.
is twisted.
I
Twisted
Twisted.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and cutting my own dick down.
Woo!
It's like
Man, these jokers, man.
man,
These jokers, these new jokers, man, it's crazy, man.
I was watching the Wendy Williams show the other
Oh,
day,
hell yeah.
and she was being transphobic, which is so funny because
She seems like a trans woman.
I really thought she was from Orange Is the New Black.
I used
Oh,
to think
come
that.
on.
Which don't
she's
call me
hot.
transphobic because I did call her a
Yeah,
so
that's
I
true.
didn't misgender
Equal
her.
treat-
This one said, give me every spicy tuna roll you got.
You got the same she got last
I
time,
got
which
the-
is
the
a
Maki
bunch of
Combo
orange
C.
circles.
I'm about to get a little bit
It
of
looks
that
like
shit,
your
dude.
pimply ass face, Adam.
I don't have pimples anymore.
My man said, no fish, dude, not even
No,
a
your
Your
avocado.
pockmarked face.
Me and my
Your
girlfriend did
Edward
Korean,
James almost face.
Korean face masks today. It was pretty cute.
You're Edward James almost straight.
Yeah,
Dude,
stand,
what is
stand
wrong?
and deliver a blowjob to a man.
I'd love to see
Deliver those sweet lips to a man's shaft.
how bad was Edward James Olmos's acne when he was like 15 years old. He had to have had the worst piece of face. Of
I think
all
you
time.
got kissed by a rose, dude.
Is that what happened?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Seal had that from just being in
Lupus.
Africa when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's racist.
From when Scar killed his dad.
Yeah, that's the result of a stampede, a wildebeest
yeah.
stampede.
I was all drunk at my ex-girlfriend's friend's house one time, and he like sold music. He was like a musician, I guess, but he had like one of those like synthesizer keyboards.
Korg.
No, just like a regular key. I don't know. You know, like a keyboard that people have in their
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
apartment. And he puts on like some voice on the piano that's like Bo. You know, it's like Bo.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
human
yeah, yeah.
voices. And then he just starts playing the like bo da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba. And I was drunk as shit. I
That
was
rules.
like, this is great.
Dude, that would entertain me for
What a
4
fu-
hours
yeah,
straight.
And then I just, threw up Southern Comfort all over his
What a
hardwood
disgusting drink.
floors. dude.
Soco amaretto
What an
lime, dude.
absolute
Y'all remember for Soco amaretto lime?
I have a distinct memory of getting roadhead
Nice.
driving
First of
my
all, hold on.
ex-girlfriend's Audi.
burping up.
Audi. My
Yeah.
man getting sucked off in the Audi.
Uh-huh,
rich girl.
yeah.
The TT, what were you riding, dude?
A4.
A4?
The
Yeah.
first
That's
time
bad.
I
That's not
got
bad.
jacked off and came in my own face was in an Audi.
Audi, look
Yeah.
at these.
Rich
I've
girl.
only gotten
Yeah.
roadhead in a Nissan.
Yeah.
Well, Nissan and a Camry and a Lola. A lot of Toyotas.
Lola.
A Corolla. That's what I call a
Oh,
Corolla.
okay.
That's what I call my Corollas. My
That's like what
Corolla.
Dr. Dre would call
The
it.
Lola, dude. Yeah.
Lola.
Riding in the Lola.
I'm in the Lola.
Getting sucked off in a Lola.
Yeah, drinking Southern Comfort. Well,
Getting sucked off in the Audi
getting-
A4.
yeah,
dude.
yeah. On the way to Blue Iguana.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, or some shit.
Blue
like-
Iguana. Oh no, I'm thinking of. There was some bar run by Cubans that the guy like tried to do some not
Lizard
chill
Lounge?
stuff.
Lizard Lounge. Was that it?
No, it was Blue Agave in Baltimore. I
Blue
think the guy was like a
Agave.
rapist or something. Pretty chill.
That sounds tight.
Huh?
That sounds
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool.
shut the shit down. I think they deported him or some. They killed. They
Damn.
gave him to Fidel and he personally killed him.
I should have gotten
Dude,
some
I'm so happy they sent-
sashimi.
I asked you.
I know, but I didn't think at the time to order sashimi.
You were too busy doing pull-ups with your weight vest.
I know, dude.
Nick's been running around with a bulletproof vest looking thing.
Actually, a real tier
But it's
1
40.
operator.
It's 40 pounds, right?
Yeah, I got a 40-pound vest.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because they start getting expensive after that.
After 40 pounds.
Yeah, dude. The like
mean, just-
$60 one's like $90 on Amazon. I'm sure you can find a cheaper one.
Buying free weights for the house, for your house, if you want to make a home gym, is like very expensive, right?
Well, nah, you could probably find a cheap barbell.
Yo, I saw
set
Joe
on-
Rogan had some gorilla-faced kettlebells, dude.
Yeah.
It's like kettlebells, but they got a big gorilla's face.
Cool. Yeah.
That's how you get jacked, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You
You gotta
use
lift
Joe
a
Rogan.
gorilla's
You gotta
face.
live to. Yeah, I follow Joe Rogan on the gram, dude. Shouts out Rogan, dude. Shouts out Fear Factor. Shouts
Oh.
out News Radio. The UFC.
Amazing.
He eats elk all the time, and it looks delicious.
Well, isn't
I've
that
had
venison?
elk.
it looks good as
Yeah,
shit.
it's like venison.
It's like this
It's fresh,
similar to
He
venison.
hunts
Yeah.
it. He shoots it with a arrow.
Well, that's how you know
And he
he's
eats
a
it, dude.
he's a brave man.
He's a real ass.
He's
I'm
like
trying
Eric
to
and
get
Don
my
Trump.
vertical real high. I'm gonna start Olympic lifting, get my vertical real high.
You think you can
and
jump?
dunk?
and then jump up in the air and then eat birds?
like a
Yeah, dude.
like a fish?
They think they're better than me because they're in the sky. Not for long. I wish birds ate each other like fish do.
Some do.
No, I mean like
Like
where
just
they're just
off?
flying. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And a bird just gets.
Do they do
snatched
that, or
up.
is that cartoons?
No, airplanes do that to birds.
No.
They
I mean,
suck
do
'em up
fish
and
do
then-
that? I've only seen that in cartoons where it's like one
Where they
jumps from the
jump?
left, one jumps from the right.
Yeah,
Eats him,
yeah.
One jumps from the.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, one of my life goals is to go on an Alaskan.
That's all
summer.
the ocean is. That's why there's it's so good at evolution. And there's so much cool down there.
Because it's
Down in the Marianas Trench,
Mm-hmm.
where they got all those like evil looking, those like goth,
Alien.
goth
Alien shit.
octopuses.
Yeah.
Octopuses with bangs.
Yeah, my parents are divorced, dude. Got piercings.
I live in a trench.
Yeah.
Do you think octopuses? I'm scared of them, dude. I feel like
just imagine like it's just some like fat girl with like a pig face and like multicolored pink hair just sort of floating around down there.
but
They're
with
like,
8
oh, yeah.
powerful ass limbs, dude, she could fuck us up.
Yeah.
I'm scared, dude. What if they taught
There's, like,
octopus how to
fishnet-
speak and they could
fishnets.
talk to each other, dude?
Are they smart?
They're
They're
smart,
smart
as
as
shit.
Yeah, they are.
could take over, dude.
They also-
Seriously.
Do
Yeah,
they
they-
regrow limbs?
They don't
if
have
you
a
chop off an
central.
arm
They
or
don't
something?
have like a
They're not
central
starfish?
nervous system. They just their whole body is like a brain.
Oh,
really. So if you
that's
cut it,
cool.
if you
My
cut
whole
an
body's getting brain,
octopus's arm
always.
off, it'll
Yeah.
like grab for things and put them where the mouth used to be.
Mhm.
Like the arm can think for itself.
Wow.
But they're
That's
smart,
so
dude.
cool.
They'll detect boats that are crab boats and they'll climb on board and then go into like the where they keep
Oh yeah,
the
I know
crabs.
that. Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. If they learn how to communicate with, dude, Planet of the Apes type
Why?
What
shit.
about dolphins, dude? They're mad smart.
Yeah,
Why-
the
but
seas
why
could
would-
rise up
why-
against
Why
us.
would octopi be malicious?
Because because my people have been
Yeah, but they don't have
stealing
emotion.
them.
Octopus is so good, dude. It
It's
tastes
so good.
exactly like chicken.
It's delicious. It tastes better than chicken.
It's better than chicken.
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
you put
It's
them
like
in
a
char
chicken
grill.
thigh. It tastes
Better,
like
better.
dope chicken thigh.
It's great, dude. And here's what you do: you catch it, you bang it,
Immediately.
bang it on a fuck, and then you let it hang and dry out. And, oh, dude! And then put it over some godwina, some charcoal.
I love octopus, dude.
I hope
still
one
get
of them
octopus.
squeezes your head off.
That's what I'm
Pops it
saying.
like a
I've
little
eaten
zit.
so many of them. I deserve to be got.
I haven't. I'm a friend of the aquarium.
Really?
No. I consider donating though to become
Why?
a friend of the aquarium.
The Brooklyn Aquarium.
Any of them.
The Brooklyn one's bad.
I just
right?
always
the
wanted
Coney
that,
Island
that
one?
honorific.
You want to be known as a
Attached
friend
to
of the
my name.
aquarium? Yeah.
Is the Baltimore one good? I've
It's
never
good.
been.
Yeah,
It's
it's good.
Let's go do shrooms there.
Let's do it.
Hell
Stare
yeah.
at some large ass.
Are you
fish.
going to Baltimore? I'm taking the Amtrak, unfortunately.
I don't know. I gotta figure
Take
out.
the train with me, baby.
I gotta meet with an accountant at some point. I got a whole rack of stuff I gotta do on my precious weekends. I was gonna do stuff today, but I ended up doing light bulb surgery all day long.
Nick was fusing 2 light bulbs together.
One of my light bulbs broke, so I took the diffuser out of a light bulb and put it in my fancy light bulb.
Very cool.
My man, he can dim from his phone.
My watch.
Very
His
cool.
watch. His watch.
Hell yeah.
That fucking best watch, dude.
What do you mean
Did
that
the-
best watch?
Did the
sucks.
OS for the iWatch?
It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
The
it's
Apple
gay.
Watch. Did the OS?
Dude, what kind of
update?
sushi is that?
It's like
One is salmon, one is spicy salmon, one is spicy tuna.
No, I think it's like tuna belly and like the two
Oh,
different types, like the fatty tuna.
Can I get
and
a
the-
little piece of tuna belly?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that-
yeah. Have a piece, dude.
Or is that too good? Do I not deserve the belly?
I really don't know which is which, but they're all good.
Okay.
Check this out.
I want the lighter
Whose
colored
lights
one.
suck now, dude? Whose watch?
All right,
is
it's a
gay
little
now?
dimmer. The watch is gay. I mean, you have to
It's
admit
not
that.
gay, dude.
The Apple Watch, dude. Yes, it is.
Dude, it's got Siri in it. You can make phone calls. You could set the face to Minnie or Mickey Mouse. They got
Or Woody.
They got Buzz Lightyear on
Yeah.
there now too.
Can you?
I was laughing about because Apple is a dog company at this point. The iPhone X is garbage.
Yeah.
Samsung makes better phones. The only reason I have an iPhone is for iMessage.
iMessage.
The Apple TV announcing 4K and HDR as if like that's not something that they up and left out of the last one, and they're way behind the industry on everything. And then like WatchOS 4, which the new WatchOS, which is supposed to be like great. The only addition I've seen so far is they added
Toy Story.
Toy Story to it.
What if you could wrap it around your cock and it jacks you off?
I wish I had watched the keynote just to see Tim Cook be like, a revolutionary idea. I've never heard Tim Cook speak, but I imagine
that
it's
sounds right.
some impotent.
Southern. And
what,
gay?
what if we
He
had?
is gay.
Imagine this. What? Imagine a watch that's also a phone that in a future world had Buzz Lightyear on it. And everyone's clapping. But what if you had a different watch that had Woody on it? And everyone's clapping more. What if you had Buzz and Woody on the same watch? And then everyone's cheering. Going nuts. Yeah.
Punching each other.
Watch OS 4. We have all the Toy Story characters on one watch. Every single Toy Story character.
That's right. The dinosaur.
Yeah, the stock
The hot
price
dog.
is crashing.
What could we do to destabilize the stock market?
Dude, disrupt.
You gotta
markets.
set the world on fire, dude. Like
Joker style?
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Yeah. You gotta do bombs
Okay.
and big buildings.
We should
fall
do
down.
it, dude. Let's disrupt markets, dude, and then bet against it and short it.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all
Huh?
about. That's what we learned from that movie.
From The
we
Big
watched,
Short.
The Big Short.
The Big Shart.
Yeah.
Yes,
about-
nice.
More like Big Short.
I just loved that Subway Jared was in The Big Short. That was one of the characters in the movie.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, we all we had Adam's housewarming party yesterday. That was very
Mhm.
nice. That was fun. We're all a little bit, you know.
I made beef jerky for everybody.
Oh, it's
th-
still at my house.
Oh, you should have brought
I
it.
forgot to bring it.
You
I'm sorry.
mooly.
Pretty good beef
Yuck.
jerky, huh?
It was
Not
very
bad.
good, dude.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Little
That's one of
crispy,
the-
but it finished nice.
One of the only things I can do in this world is
Just make jerky?
Make beef jerky.
Why don't you beef jerk me?
Why don't you watch your language?
No, you and your iPhone, iWatch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just being notified that I have achieved something.
What have you achieved?
You reached your stand goal today. I love it. It tells me, like, good job on standing up. And I'm, like, completely motionless, eating nuts off my bare stomach, like, watching something in bed. And they're like, you stood again. It's like, no, I had a brief moment of anxiety and my heart rate shot up. Interpreted that incorrectly as me moving or wanting to continue to live.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that was fun last
The boys
night.
got a little yayed out, you know? Allegedly.
Not me.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. If the cops are listening.
Yeah. By the way, if you're a cop, you're not allowed to listen to this show.
Yeah.
Go back to Compound Media. Pig.
Yes.
PIG.
Yeah.
Go on. This is
Listen
for
up to Nick's appearance on the Real Ass podcast.
Yeah, UFC fighters only. Those are the only people allowed to listen to this podcast.
It's true.
Can we befriend more UFC fighters than Lewis? You think that would make him
Yeah,
mad?
he would be so pissed, dude. if we got, like, I don't know, who's the big guy? Who's like the top guy right now?
Well, John Jones just tested positive for steroids,
Well,
but he's pretty cool.
he should be our guy.
That is our guy.
That's
He's
our guy.
awesome and
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
drugs.
He's cool.
He is cool. He's the best.
If we got John Jones to be the fourth mic on this, and then he's just calling Adam gay constantly.
He's literally beating Adam to a pulp every episode.
That would be so cool. If he called me gay and then the N-word and beat me up,
Oh man,
he could do it.
a fourth mic that could say it as much as we all think it. Are you
It's
kidding
true.
me? Yeah. Then
Wow.
now we're really onto something. All right, John Jones.
How about John or Alex Jones instead?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that would be a fun guest.
Have you seen that video of him listening to Mother?
No,
By,
no, but like
pretty funny.
every video of Alex Jones is like, oh, you're not gonna believe this. It's like,
yeah, it's
I
like
will.
someone that
Yeah.
it's someone that thinks that no one else has ever heard of the Juggalos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly. Can you
That's-
imagine like going on stage and trying to describe Alex Jones?
Oh man, that's pathetic.
That would be pretty fucking.
if someone did that as a
sad.
stand-up bit, that's pathetic.
That would be. I would say.
And that's
very
what the
bad.
premium subscribers pay
Hell
for.
yeah, dude! It's that's called a low key diss.
That's called a sub.
I really
Diss.
hate anybody that says low key and high key.
Absolutely 100%.
That
High
just
key.
sucks.
Come on, man. That
High
doesn't
key
mean
is
anything.
pathetic.
Yeah, because he's like that guy's like low key, you know, kind of racist. And it's like, yeah, no, he's not. Just say he's not racist or
Right.
accuse him.
Or he's a
of-
little racist. Say he's a little.
Yeah, right.
Don't say low key. There's nothing
Low
low
key.
key about it.
Yeah,
He's
but-
not whispering his racism.
Yeah, I am.
He's not.
I do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm respectful in the library. We're all trying to study.
Whispering racism.
I have things I need to say to calm down. Well, I try to navigate the very complicated Dewey Decimal System, or as I like to call it.
No.
Mama, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you some racial slurs that you're trying to hear.
Nice, dude. Pretty
The
good.
whisper song.
Wait till you see my. Oh.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait till you see my
Boom, boom, boom.
That's some good
Boom,
shit.
boom.
Hey, little Adam, let me father's ass.
Hey, little Adam, you're a ass baby. Let me tell you something that you don't want to hear. You're gay, and ain't nobody like you.
That's Danny Glover wrote that song, right? It's a Danny Glover song. Yeah.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear. They got angels. For this.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
They got angels in the outfield.
What's D Gloves up to, man?
He's just whispering somewhere in Marin
He was in
County,
Saw,
California. He went to a Warriors game with Bernie Sanders. Remember
Hey, that's a fewsome.
Yeah.
that? That was cool.
You think they women together?
Yeah,
you
they
think Bernie and Danny
yeah.
Glover?
Yeah, definitely.
Ever Eiffel Tower
That's
women?
definitely what happened.
Everybody gets their own share of the pussy.
I call the pussy, Danny.
Everybody, you get some of the pussy, and I get some of the pussy, and we both enjoy the pussy.
I don't need any more of this pussy.
I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this.
Dude.
This is a 12-year-old girl.
Socialist gangbangs, dude. Everybody gets their fair share of the pussy.
Is it just me, or was he always on his last day on the force in every Lethal Weapon movie?
Yeah, that's
He
like
was-
that's the trope.
joke of the movies.
But it was his
What do you mean,
last
is
day
it
every
just
time.
me?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or was Indiana Jones an explorer
Yeah,
of some
it's just
kind?
me. Homer
No, he was
Simpson
a
was kind of
professor.
stupid.
Yeah.
Was it just me, or was
Is it's just me, or is like Woody and Buzz are supposed to be like a child's toys? I think that's just a
Damn,
smart
dude.
observation.
You're fucking.
I've
You're a kooky.
made
You're a kooky weird guy.
Adam
did
Friedland.
they say that it was his last?
movie critical thinker.
All right, I got more
movie
thoughts.
critiquer.
I have more thoughts on movies if you want to hear them.
No,
Yeah,
I want to
no,
have
I do.
diarrhea in your mouth like you're my butler.
I did. Yeah.
Master Bruce,
Yeah.
an excellent.
Some man, Mr. Wayne, just will watch the world burn. Albert, why are you talking like that? Because I still got a bunch of because your father my mouth every day for 30 years.
He's been saving.
And used my mouth. And it hurts me to see you like this, Mr. White. Damn it, for weeks.
He's been saving two turds, two little turds, his mom and his dad's turd. That's like the climactic moment. He takes it out of his cheeks.
Master Wayne, I never told you this, but I've been keeping your mum's and your dad's turds in my mouth this whole time, waiting for that weird small dick joker to kill your girlfriend.
Wow, that really came full circle.
Yeah, dude. The writing session for this one was really. You were right, man. Yeah, plotting it out.
Yeah, dude.
Is really
A block,
made a
B
difference.
block, and then we go back to small dick gender joker.
Crazy.
Let me eat the ginger. I'm taking some of your ginger.
That's got sugar in it, dude. You're gonna get fat again.
Was that?
It's got sugar, dude. You're gonna get fat again.
No, I'm not gonna eat pickled goods.
Okay,
Yeah,
dude. I'm about to get. I want to get ripped.
yeah. I'm finally back under 20% body fat.
Ooh, can I step on that fancy scale?
It won't work. You have to it has to adjust to people, so it
Damn
takes
it.
like a couple days.
What? Couple days. It's got to get to know me like we're fading.
Well, it does this thing. It uses.
Tell me about your parents.
It measures something called arterial stiffness.
Oh, I know a little bit about some stiffness, baby.
Yeah. Well, so if your dick is too small, it'll break the scale.
Well, that shouldn't be an issue.
That's been my goal, is to break every one of those fancy scales with my beautiful small dick.
Geez, Mr. J, your dick is so small.
Is it Harley Quinn?
Mr. Joker, I can't even feel your dick in my pussy.
Man, doing voices rules. It's gonna be great when that's the entire show.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically there.
Hello, I'm a gay guy.
That was good.
No, I'm a gay guy.
Yeah, there he is. Hey, please donate to the Puerto Rico victims. If I could be serious for a moment.
Despacito.
Yeah.
Small dick Joker here with MTV's Ricky Martin.
And I'm the old black guy from earlier. And
Here with a message for Despacito, Puerto Chico. The island has been devastated. Please find the rhythm in your hips and the kindness in your heart to donate whatever you can.
Oh, dude.
Poor Puerto Rico, dude. That shit
is
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those islands have gotten in the ace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big time.
and then
Well,
you
I was
know,
just in Puerto Rico and it kind of sucked anyways.
Come on, man. Come on. That's our native land. We're 3 Puerto Rican rattlesnakes.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we can never go home again.
Well, I saw it.
We can't go to the gym.
I'm mad that I never saw pre-Katrina New Orleans. I've only had to go to that piece of
That's
shit.
the real.
New
That's the real
Orleans.
tragedy of Katrina.
Yeah, that I didn't get to see it.
that Mickey Mouse gentrified bull New Orleans.
You tell them.
I wanted it when it was real. Actually, I wish I was there right after Katrina when all
the
the
Superdome
murders
to
were
rape
happening.
you wish you had rape carte blanche in the
You could
Superdome.
murder and rape
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
Pretty
and get away
lawless.
with it. Yeah, it was the Wild West for a couple months there. Maybe a year.
Why do you have such a glimmer in your eye when you're talking about that?
Well, it's the getting away with it part that I'm really into.
Would you murder?
I would not murder.
Dude, when I did Hell Yes Fest.
Have
I
you
was
met a
saying-
murderer?
What's that? Have I met a murderer?
Yeah. Have you met someone that's murdered?
I mean,
I don't think so. I don't
probably. Yeah, I would guess so.
You think so?
For sure.
How often does a murder happen?
I guarantee you.
I feel like it's pretty rare.
No, it isn't. What are you talking about? You
I mean, I
trolling
guess
me?
if you watch the local news, it seems
Dude.
like there's a lot of murders.
No, I mean, I definitely know kids that had some dicey teenage years that are like cool now, but they
That
probably
killed?
murdered people. Yeah, oh yeah,
Wow.
for sure. Yeah,
Wow.
dude. No one in Vegas killed people. You didn't have friends
I
who
went
were
to
in
a
gangs.
I went to like a magnet school.
A faggot school.
There
It
we
was.
go.
There were a lot
No kill. No.
There were a lot.
Whoa, a lot of what?
of gays, nerds.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, so then a lot of your friends probably are technically murderers in that they didn't disclose their HIV status and infected your friend circle.
Yeah, and you know what's even weirder is I knew a lot of kids who became murderers. That's weirder. It's like, remember a kid from elementary school,
It was like a goody good boy.
no, like a weird kid, but
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like
Well,
then he
that's what
kills
happens.
someone.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that story about Luca? Did I ever tell that story? I don't think I told it on the pod. Where's my dad's my dad is a weird.
Gabrazi?
Yeah, he sleeps with the fish.
yeah,
and
he's-
Yeah,
stuff
we've
with
seen The
fishes.
Godfather, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen so few movies that he watched The Godfather. He's like, there's no way everyone's seen this. I'm just gonna tell this
So
story.
yeah, me and my dad.
Is it just
my dad
me?
at my baptism had 7 of his enemies killed.
Is it just me, or was there something weird going on with Martin? What's his name? Marlon Brando's mouth in The Godfather. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Martin Brando.
Martin Brando did
Martin-
have so you
Martin.
stepped on your own.
Martin.
Gina.
Yes. Yes, thank God something came of it.
Yeah, Martin Brando.
Get to stepping, Tommy.
You come to me.
Yeah. You come to me on this
Tammy.
the day of I don't know, the anniversary of Biggie Small's death. You don't
make me.
get to stepping, Shanae.
Hey, and you make me hang out with Pam. I don't know. I can't do the voice at all.
Yeah,
Um,
Pam sucked.
No, my dad, he barely has any friends, right? The only one of his friends that I ever liked was this guy Luca. He was this Polish guy, this happy-go-lucky, like Polish dude, and
Polak, you mean?
He was but straight off the boat, Polak.
Yeah,
like I talk like this.
You talking like a man.
Yes.
Like Miss Swan?
Yes, he talked like Miss Swan. He was, and so this guy, he was just like a very pleasant guy. He was always smiling and he came and fixed like there was a hole in my wall. He came and fixed it when I was in college. I was moving out of the place, and I'm just watching the news one day, and it's smiling ass Luca, and I just see a mugshot of a deranged looking. This guy killed his wife and his mistress. He had his mistress held
Who, Luca
hostage.
did?
Luca, dude.
Wow.
I'm watching the news, and I see Luca's face, hair all matted, and he kept his mistress. He had his mistress tied up, and he went upstairs. It was like a green card marriage, and his green card wife started cheating on him. And even though he had a mistress, he didn't take kindly to that kind of disrespect.
Killed all the women he
So
knew.
he had the mistress tied down downstairs, and he went upstairs, shot his wife in the head, and the mistress heard of 2 gunshots and was like, I'm getting the f out of here, and like chewed through the ropes or something, escaped, and then they got Luca, dude. They got Luca's ass. He's in jail, right? He's in prison right now in Maryland.
Free him, dude.
Free Luca.
him.
Free my man Luca.
Free Luca Brasi.
Free him.
He sleeps with the.
There we
apparently.
go.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's
Apparently.
raping people in jail now.
Have you heard about this, folks? This guy Luca murdered a couple of.
Just one.
Sounds like Luca sleeps with the. If you know what I mean, right, folks?
Thanks,
North
Jay.
Korea says strike on U.S. mainland imminent.
Wow.
I hope North Korea nukes Los
I'm full
Angeles.
pro. Yeah. First of all, a lot of
Come
people.
on,
A lot of
guys.
people on the
Dude,
Cumtown
fucking,
secret
like,
enemies
look,
list gone.
I'm a '90s kid.
Sure.
Okay, I'm a 90s kid. That East Coast, West Coast rivalry
That's true, man.
has not died in me.
Yeah, I'm big
That goes on.
Bad Boy Records.
There's nothing I want more than for black artists from the West Coast to be murdered to appease me, a fan of East Coast music.
The only one left, even on the East Coast, is P. Diddy, the worst one of
Yeah,
all.
he sucks.
He's cool as a guy.
The only
No,
good ones are
right.
It's like it's
Uh,
Dre and
Diddy,
Floop.
everybody's friend, the friend of the guy who was the guy who liked people who were better than him. Here I am.
I live a couple blocks away from that Biggie Smalls mural,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just it's like an Instagram sort of selfie spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
I
course.
always see like the lamest people taking pictures.
You
in
see
front of
yourself
it.
taking pictures in front of it.
No, I've never taken a picture.
There's a
in
guy
front
with schizophrenia that looks at that mural. There's one right around the corner that's like Malcolm X,
Yeah.
of Bob
fucking-
Marley or
yeah,
Mandela or something.
Marcus
Harriet
Garvey.
Tubman, Danny Glover, the hits.
Tommy
Yeah.
from Martin.
R.I.P.
Yeah, Tommy from Martin. The great black.
The cast of Living Single.
Yeah.
Living Single rocks, by the way.
Yeah, it is a good sitcom. Black Friends.
Before Friends.
Yeah.
They robbed their whole shit.
So, yeah, he goes by and it's very sad. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna get on that." Like he
Oh,
goes by one
no.
and he like does self affirmations with all of them.
Oh my God. Who taught that guy positive
Well,
thinking?
I don't know, but I went up to him one day. I'm like, "Yeah, those idiot."
Yeah. And then you
You
beat him
said
to
that
death.
to him?
Yeah, he was like, he got real uncomfortable, and he was like lowering his head. I'm like, yeah, you should be. This is why you live outside, because you're disgusting mental illness. Unlike me, a businessman that lives at the top of a skyscraper, and you will never be as good as me with your wall painting.
Jerry
And I
Seinfeld's
took
one
off
of
my-
You
those
said
guys.
that to him? That's crazy.
No, I see him all the
dude.
time. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Hopefully that guy sorts his. Well, he never will. He's
Yeah, no chance.
mental illness, folks.
Living on
Yeah.
the streets.
It's a terrible way to live.
It's a real horrible part of our society.
Yeah.
But
Mhm. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe more health coverage. Probably.
What were you
Something
saying?
like that.
Somebody was saying something.
Adam's gay.
I'm gay. What else?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. We were talking about murders. Do you know murderers? I said that story about
No,
Luca.
like literally just a half second ago, someone was about to say something.
I don't remember.
Maybe.
Dude.
Let's talk about this North Korea thing.
Oh, yes, LA.
I'm officially pro North Korea in this.
Are you?
Well, I
think
just
I gotta
support my
why,
fat-
why
my-
I want
I think he's
fucking
doing
North
a good
Korea
job.
to nuke the mainland United States without any more provocation than Trump saying things is because there's going to have to be people that are like, this is Trump's fault. Millions of people will die. Millions of Americans will die. And then there's going to be people that are like, Donald did
Take
this. We
that,
need to
Cheeto fingers.
Yeah. They're going to have to side with the deaths of all those people. It'll be the worst thing it'll like end the world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That would suck dick.
For people who live in LA,
No,
their missiles can't reach New
The
York
nukes
yet.
would come out, wouldn't they?
Whatever. The big earthquake.
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna
they
take
would,
them
but-
anyway.
The nukes would come out,
well,
or we'd get into a ground war because we couldn't nuke them because of South Korea, right?
yeah, I don't know, man. If if North Korea nuked the United States, if they actually did, and I don't know the state of those missile defense systems, but from what I've read, they just don't really.
They're
work.
not good. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't.
Star Wars and that shit.
that like Russia, the ring of protective interceptor missiles around Moscow is the only one in the world that actually works. And
Vlad's got our ass, dude.
yeah.
We're
And,
dude. I bet you if North Korea shoots a nuke, Vlad's just gonna be like,
Well,
Krakow. and fuck us all
if
up,
North
dude.
Korea nuked the United States and it went off and we didn't retaliate by nuking North Korea, then it would invalidate us even having
right, the whole point of
having
mutually
nuclear
assured
weapons.
whatever.
Yeah.
dick suction,
So if there is a time to use them, it has to be then.
right?
But nobody's gonna say that. I mean, you can't.
But couldn't you? Wouldn't we? Aren't they too close to South Korea and
They're
other
not
shit?
gonna bomb us, dude.
I know.
Yeah, they're not. But
It's
I
not
want
gonna
them
happen.
to.
I want them
Just because I want all those people to have to sigh. It's
It's
just
cool,
be
dude.
glad that it happened to say I told you so to Donald Trump and his violent male
Guys,
rhetoric.
what about In-N-Out Burger, man?
They got it in
Burger
Nevada.
sucks, dude.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
They have it in Arizona.
Sorry, Checkers. That's a business right there.
Checkers is not
You got
better.
what?
Than
It's good.
In-N-Out.
It is.
No
The
way.
big
Much
Buford?
more. The big. First of all,
What the
what
fuck
a name?
Yeah.
Buford.
Yeah.
The big
It's
Buford.
like that, like a slow, large black boy.
Big Buford.
My name is Buford Buell. I'm a lineman at the elementary school. I'm a defensive lineman on the varsity elementary school team. I was in the second grade. I'm 23 years old. 7'8".
The big Buford.
923 pounds. My name is Buford Buell, and I'm from Racism, South Carolina. I was born and raised right here in Racism, South Carolina. I go to Racism Elementary School. Go
Yeah.
Lynches.
The big Buford, and they got wings on their menu. The fries go off. They're incredible.
I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Yeah, dude.
Checkers?
How many times have you eaten at Checkers
A
in
couple
your life?
times. And it's
See?
always like on the side of the like
See?
off of like 95 and
Brother, when I lived in Catonsville, Maryland,
Yeah.
the jewel of southwestern Baltimore County, Catonsville, Maryland.
Mhm.
I lived probably like a half mile from a Deckers.
And
Bro,
you went on the
take the
regs.
whip out.
Yeah.
It's a night out. They got the little outdoor seat. Their seating game is incredible.
I can't.
Checkers has incredible seating. They got the little circular tables
Yeah, yeah.
outside. It's nice.
I can't believe how much I used to eat
Milkshakes?
fast food.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
living in the city, there's still fast food here, but like
We're
I
old,
never.
dude.
We're old now.
It'll be up for real.
No, the
fuck
fast
no.
food in the city is trash, though. That's why you don't eat it.
It's
anymore.
bad.
I mean, I eat
Popeyes is still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I eat
Popeyes in the city is not as good as regular Popeyes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
but
fine.
It's
yeah.
still good.
It's still good.
I
Popeyes
don't
is
know,
the
man.
best fast food in
White
the world.
Castle is really the only issue in New York because they only have that here, but it's still.
It sucks my
I
dick.
was at White Castle one time. I'm pretty sure some guy died while I was there. He was like unresponsive. The EMTs came in. They're like, "Sir," and they're like shaking him, and she wouldn't move.
Jesus Christ. Have you ever seen
you
anyone?
gonna finish
have you
that
ever,
crave
Have you ever
case?
found a dead
Remember how
body?
I had that like severe stomach issue? I
Mhm.
think I got it from I went to White Castle after work. I like dropped the truck off.
Yeah.
And I went to White Castle and I got that 10 slider thing.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I want to see if I can eat all 10 of these sliders in 5 minutes.
Nice.
And
dude.
I did.
It's important to challenge yourself. To
And then
have
I went to
goals.
sleep, and I was sleeping on the floor at the time. I hadn't built.
Oh,
but-
your little loft.
Yeah, it was when I first moved into this
Back in the
place.
Felix was here 2 days.
Yeah, so I slept on the floor, and I woke up in the middle of the night feeling like I was.
Oh,
being
I remember
stabbed in
that.
the
Yeah,
stomach.
yeah. You thought you had appendicitis, maybe.
Yeah, and then it just lasted for like 6 months.
That's probably not White Castle, brother.
I don't know what it was, but it went away when I went to LA. I guess it was like not enough fiber or something. I don't.
Yeah. You weren't getting enough fat in your system. And
Yeah.
I went to a Chick-fil-A in Midtown that's 2 stories. And it's like all teched out. It's
Chick-fil-A is
pretty
good as well.
It's pretty good.
Popeyes is for sure the best fast food.
I loved when Chick-fil-A was like, it's wrong to be gay. That's our stance. And then
Yeah.
people are like, that's it. They're going out of business. We're going to shut them down. And it's like they just did better than ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
the delicious sandwich.
Yeah.
What the f you want me to do?
In-N-Out is also owned by fundamentalist Christians. On the bottom of all their cups, it's like John.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There should be
or
a
some
restaurant that's like, we are so committed to the quality of our food that we are going to publicly say that we believe in the mass genocide of all Jewish people in the world as an official stance to show you that our food is so good it will survive any boycott that you can throw at us. Subway sandwiches, kill all the Jews. They're like, this isn't going to play well, especially after the Subway Jared thing.
What? Did something happen? Some new guy has no idea.
Yeah. Who's Subway Jared? Mark, don't worry about it. No, I want to know. He was this guy that worked here who got caught doing what we all do.
Didn't know how to cover his tracks.
Yeah.
Started getting sloppy.
Yeah.
Started cutting corners.
He got, yeah, right. Let's just say he enjoyed the Subway lifestyle a little too publicly. He brought the corporate culture to his personal life. Caused a couple of issues Down with those boys at the FBI.
It's company policy to kids. It's like in Serpico when he doesn't take the bribe. It's like if you don't kid, they're like, what's wrong? What's the matter? You're not cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hey everybody. It's bring someone's daughter to work day.
they do a key party and bring your daughter to work day.
Let's bring someone else's daughter to work day. Next Tuesday, if you guys want to participate.
Oh, that's a joke that we never did from an episode about Adam as a baby getting.
Does bring your daughter to work day exist?
Yeah, it does.
I've never
Used to.
every
Bring your
workplace-
child.
Every office I've been in that hasn't existed.
You haven't worked in that many offices.
I was in a call center for 2 years.
Call centers aren't real offices.
Call
had
center.
pizza
You don't want
days.
to bring kids to a call center.
That's
That's
horrifying,
distracting.
dude.
People actually have to work at a call center.
I've always wanted to work in a place with like key cards and I have to tuck a shirt in.
Oh yeah, I used to
did
do
it for
that.
6 months. It was pretty funny.
I did it for 7 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
it
did
sucks,
you work?
no?
The Idiot Institute for being
No,
a
it's at
fucking
when I was at Discovery.
yeah. Were you discovering holes
men's
in the bathroom?
assholes.
Yeah,
Ah, nice.
I
That's
told
good
you
too.
guys about when that guy came in with the suicide vest.
yeah.
He came to my office.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
another piece of sushi here, buddy.
You can have it.
Oh man, I should have got sashimi.
Sashimi. Sashimiru. Sashamaruri. That's pretty
Have
good.
you guys ever seen a body?
I'm pretty sure when I was in Austin, I drove past like a crime scene where, because they had like the crime van, and then they had like a little tent by like a field,
Like a forensics tent or some shit?
where, well, the kind of tent they put over like a murder victim
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. And we drove past it. I was like, oh, that was a body. And they were like, no, it wasn't. I think it was Jake. He like just refused to believe that there would be a body.
You
And
see
it's
a
like,
body ever stuff?
No, there was a couple times. There was 2 like big shootings in Greektown. One was like, or one there was a body that was found, I think, really close to our school, and I saw the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one that was like 4 blocks. That was like a gang shooting.
Yeah.
That was one of the kids I knew, and I saw the commotion, but I never saw the actual bodies.
Yeah.
Just all the aftermath.
I saw my grandma after she died.
Nice. Oh
It
yeah,
sucked.
funerals.
That shit sucked.
oh, like a wake.
No, I mean like in the hospital room. She
Oof.
she just died.
Yeah.
My mom like sat like she's. I guess
It's
you're
gonna be
supposed to
weird when me and Stav have to witness your death.
Yeah, dude.
wait like go in and see. A body sucks, dude. That sucks. I don't want anyone to see me like that. That's disgusting.
We're gonna weekend at Burns you for months after you're dead.
That would
Yeah.
be pretty
And
chill.
you're just rotting. We have like fish
I'm gonna
line
make
and
an
shit.
app out of you. I'm gonna
Yes.
app everybody.
As long as
Let's
you
stuff Adam and make him.
as
an
long
app.
as you put a cool Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt on me, you guys can
course.
do whatever you want with my corpse.
we're gonna
Seriously,
fuck
I'm leaving my corpse to you.
Tommy Babadama.
Good one.
But
Tommy Bottoма. That's what Adam wears.
Dude, I've had
Top
so
me,
many
top me, bottom.
top me, bottom.
He just
me
loves that island lifestyle, dude. Just going down there with his boyfriend, and then cheating on his boyfriend with the surfing instructor.
with Poco.
and then freaking out because he forgot to take his birth control pill.
yeah.
My ass birth control pill. I'm gonna have a turd in 9 months.
As birth control.
My boy pussy's pregnant.
Is that what goes on in that David Barton gym?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's happening in there?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Folks,
it's
do you
just-
know about this? Have you heard about this? David Barton Gym. It's a gym for gay guys. That's
Is it
fucked
cheaper
up.
or is it more expensive?
Oh, it's way
Are you
more
kidding,
expensive.
dude? Yeah, it's
You're right.
so
What was I
expensive.
thinking?
The gay people are all millionaires.
Gay guys
Yeah,
are so
it's true.
rich. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
They have,
Straight white gays.
Gay white men.
Straight white gay
the
men.
average
Yeah.
income for
Straight white gay man.
No kids. No
Yeah.
kids.
yeah, the average income for a gay white man is probably somewhere around $780,000 a year.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so
Absolutely.
like Chelsea gay dudes are all like just.
But
There's
just
a real
think about
problem.
it. You
It
get
ain't
any
us.
kind of corporate job. It's illegal for them to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to fire a gay person. You can't
Impossible, dude.
do it. You know. So they
Why
have
They're
is
to,
it
so
so hard
slippery
at
because they're
corporate
always
jobs?
lotioned up.
what?
I worked with this lady when I was like at Discovery. She She literally would just not come to work for weeks on end.
Uh-huh.
Just come back and be like, "Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah.
I was sick."
I think probably good union.
It wasn't a union job. They just like didn't
don't
fire
want
her.
to deal with the discrimination lawsuit.
Because like she might have actually been sick or something.
Dude, that's why you get an office job day one, your first day in the
You
at
just
work.
list all.
You just walk right
all
in,
your
you
shit.
march in there with a dildo hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Just jammed down your throat.
Mhm.
And you go right up to your boss, pull it out. Good morning, Mark. And just jam it right back in there. Go to your desk, start typing, right? And then they know that they're
Oh yeah.
that you're locked in there forever.
Absolutely.
I'm writing a sequel to Office Space
Mm-hmm.
called
Office gay.
yeah,
There we go, boys.
called
Now we're humming.
called Orifice Space.
Orifice Space. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a guy that just shoves a bunch of dildos in his mouth and ass
Mm-hmm.
before going into work.
But you know
Yep.
what? He does good numbers. You know.
I remember when I saw Office Space when I was like 11. I was like, man, I want to work in an office someday.
That movie rules.
You just sit. Yeah, that seems so much better than school. Sitting in an office park somewhere and
Oh yeah.
just using a computer.
8 hours straight.
Yeah.
No classes.
You go home to your own apartment where you watch TV for 2 hours.
And you could hear the guy from Whose
Yeah.
Line Is or from Drew Carey
Drew Carey Show.
through the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had a little career there.
And then I lived in Austin and I had my own apartment. I worked in a call center
Wow, dude.
and it
Life
sucked.
imitating art.
Oh, I need that. I'm glad you found
it
it.
on the couch.
A butt plug.
Give it to me.
What were you saying? There was some guy. Who were you telling that story about? That was like a pathological liar. That like it. Maybe it was. Maybe in College Park, EJ's Landing. Maybe. That was-
That guy. Yeah, at EJ's Landing. That is a funny story. That dude that had this like, that karaoke. I would go.
Yes.
I would go to karaoke with Jordan, and there was these regulars. And there was these two guys. One of them was like, one of those like thin guy, those like thin nerds with thinning hair and like
Yes.
a giant Adam's apple.
Oh
and,
yes,
you
yes.
know,
Exactly.
weird like
They're
vulture
lanky
head.
as yeah.
One of those dudes that like, just knows a lot about spark plugs. You know, and like computer parts.
Their arms are long as shit, but their elbows and their wrists are really close together.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like
One of those body guys.
yeah.
And then his friend, who was the more gregarious of the two, who was sort of this like dumpy loser Kenny Powers type. With
Yes.
this, who would only wear wrestling shirts, and he had a disgusting sloppy body and
Yes.
a little black goatee or whatever.
Yes, brother.
And so my friend was on like good terms with the management of the bar. You know, the manager was like this Indian guy that was like cool. So they were allowed to reach over the bar to use the soda gun. And so
That's cool.
My friend Jordan's
Yeah,
like
that's
my friend
real.
Jordan's just getting himself some water, and the guy with the goatee comes up and he's like, man, why don't you get soda? And he's like, I just wanted water. And he was like, yeah, but you can get soda. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I just wanted a water. And he's like, man, I haven't had a drop of water in 5 years. I just,
Imagine how thirsty that is. He doesn't even realize it, dude.
yeah. It would have been a better story to tell if I had brought it up organically like I had.
No. There's more to that story. Where he said you would go hang out at his apartment.
Oh, I never hung out
At
at his
the
apartment.
Nerd?
I just know they lived down Route 1 at like the Spindly guy's mom's place.
Yes.
And she was just like an alcoholic that lived on the couch, and then the two of them like split his bedroom. And they were like 28 years old. 28, 29.
And he was just also a pathological liar, right?
Yeah, well, all those guys are. I mean, you're not a guy that hangs out at karaoke and lives with someone else's mom.
Yeah.
Without being a liar.
And telling
He was like, yeah,
your true
dude. He's like,
exploits.
yeah, I went to Westminster College last week, and I started hanging out with these girls.
Oh,
I
yeah.
stayed in the girls' dorm the whole weekend. Every girl in that dorm, dude.
60 girls.
Yeah. Every single one of them.
Every girl in that
3
sorority.
days,
Yeah.
60 girls,
Right.
1 cock.
This like fat juggalo piece of shit. Every girl is like, yes. They're like, who's that really drunk guy? Ooh, who's that guy? Who's that guy over there? He looks like he's stuck in 1997. That's the best kind of white trash. Doesn't know it's not 1997 anymore.
Yeah.
White trash.
Like, remember those steel ball necklaces?
No.
That was
Yeah.
a 97 look.
Stone Cold shirts, but unironically at all. Not even winking at all.
Yeah. What does 316? What is that?
I think it was
What does
just
it say?
an organic.
No, it's a thing from the Bible.
John 3:16.
John 3:16.
Yeah, but he was just
3:16.
saying it. It means nothing. People have looked it up.
Really?
It ain't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a cool thing.
It's in the Bible, though, right?
Austin 3:16 is not in the Bible. No.
I know. Austin
There's a lot of
3:16
blank
isn't in the Bible.
3:16s in the Bible. That's just like the verse in the. I
But
don't
it's
know,
from
article or
John
some
3:16.
shit. No, it's not. I was just saying.
No,
like,
John 3:16
And I will
is
kick
like
your
a,
ass,
is
and I will
a,
suck your dick.
a quoted Bible
So
verse.
says the Lord.
Yeah, but I
John
think he was just
3:16 's
saying
big.
it to sound cool.
I think John 3:16.
I don't think John 3:16 is.
No, it's the
No,
one
no,
where,
it's big, dude.
And
It's
for
hot.
that he gave his only son for your
He
sins.
gave his
No,
only son
that one. It's love is patient.
to get down
love
in
is
this ring and
kind.
dick me off.
No, John 3:16. I don't think it's anything. I looked it up when I was a little kid, because I was having this thought as well.
And then he broke, and then Jesus broke bread with. But I guess it's John's book. So who the f is John?
Yeah, exactly. Thank
Jesus
you.
took
And then
two
I went to
beers.
Blockbuster, and it was an okay Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
you're
like-
right, Nick. For God so loved the world that
Yeah.
he gave his only begotten Son,
Yep.
that whosoever believeth in him should not perish.
That's Stone
but
Cold's
have-
whole thing.
a hard ass prick. That's verbatim.
And then Jesus took two beers, smacked him against his head. He shotgunned them right there and then.
Yep.
And then he kicked some people's ass, dicked him up.
There we go.
How about
Yeah.
dick
How about
him
don't
down?
do my impressions? How about don't steal my
We
impressions?
both.
on
We. What are you talking about? We both did that at Jake's house.
dick him down in the ring.
We
That is-
came up with that when we were playing Catan
that
with
is-
Jake and
that is
Blake.
a Moldog original.
Shut the up, dude.
You're taking samples out.
We
of my
were doing
box.
that for an hour at Jake and Blake's like 2 years ago.
Somebody's got their paws in my candy bowl over here.
I do
My
it
bit
for once.
bowl.
It ain't me.
Listen, you do good
For once,
impressions.
I
stealing
never. I mean, the
candy.
only one of yours I steal is Eric, and that's because Eric is irresistible to do.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best ever.
There's some batch.
There's a batch.
There's a batch.
I think.
Was he at the party? He wasn't, right?
No,
No.
he wasn't there last
Why?
night. I forgot to text him.
I hope he listens to this right now.
I miss him, dude. We haven't chilled
now
in a while.
now it was backpedaling.
Dude,
Eric, he was talking about how he didn't miss you at all.
No, he sent me a text a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Dude, I'm a block away. We got Bruce. We got Dibs. It's going down. Hit me up."
Hell yeah, dude.
And then I didn't respond, and then he texted me at like 2 a.m. He's like, "Dude, why did you post a picture of your ex-girlfriend on the Cumtown subreddit?"
what?
And I'm like, "Dude, I did. Why would I do that?"
Shout out to whoever posted that picture of Adam's ex-girlfriend on the subreddit. That's a cool move to do that.
I think it's bad.
really cool.
Don't dox people,
yeah.
Yeah.
A
please.
good thing to do is to harass.
People that we mentioned
People that-
one time.
You guys don't even like Adam. She
Yeah.
wronged him. If anything, she should be a hero of
Yeah,
yours.
you guys should celebrate her.
No person on this earth has harmed Adam as much as she has, probably.
Yeah, you guys should. She's your hero. I got to tell you guys, I've been called a gay bug by so many men on the internet over the last 48 hours.
I gotta say, guys, light-emitting diodes are pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm,
You know?
I'm very
What?
impressed that you were able,
the science guy. What's that?
I'm pretty impressed you were able to do whatever you did.
Oh, what? Swap diffusers from an old light bulb
Yeah.
to a new one?
I'm looking at that, dude. It looks like a robot's cock to me, dude.
Yeah.
Looks like RoboCop's dick.
I'm handy, but I don't know how to. I can't cook. That's the trade-off.
I can cook.
'Cause I eat myself a pot of beans for dinner every night.
Yeah, you make some disgusting things,
I don't give a shit at this point.
dude. I love.
It's like, who cares? I don't. The amount of work that goes into cooking, and then you just eat it and shit out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. I'm a
Tastes
glutton.
good.
Tastes good.
I
You
don't
have an
know. I think I
experience.
have. I think
You
from
don't like flavor?
smoking since I was like 14. I depressed my ability to taste things.
Doesn't that come back though if you stop smoking?
I think it does.
I don't know. I mean,
Also, tons of
Actually,
chef-
you know what helps?
Tons
I
of
also
chefs
think I
smoke
just-
cigs.
I actually have a solution. You have to close your. It's a special medical rod.
Okay, I'm
And I'll
closing
just-
my eyes
just
and
close
opening my
your
mouth.
That's perfect.
Wait a minute. This tastes exactly like my dad's sausage. It's my dad's special Halloween sausage he would make every year.
Halloween.
Just for
Yeah.
Halloween, huh?
Yeah. And these were his eyes. And this was his dick. And it's going into your mouth. Boo!
H-Ween, boys, what are we gonna do? We gotta get a 3-person costume.
Well, we do have.
We're gonna get a pantomime horse, and Adam's gonna be the ass, and then someone's gonna fit.
That's good.
Why?
Okay, I'll be the front of the horse. No, you be the front of the horse. Adam will be the back of the horse, and I'll be a farmer that's a horse in the ass.
Yeah.
No, let's like be like, you know, you could be Big Pussy. I'll be
Tony.
Be Pauly.
I'll be Tony.
No, you don't
You're
get to
not
be any of the
Tony.
characters on The Sopranos.
I'm
Adam.
Tony.
I'm Adriana
Tony.
Lacerva.
You are Adriana. That's true.
No, you're Fievel from Fievel Goes West.
Yeah. I'm Tony. Nick, you're Christopher.
No,
Christopher.
I'm not Christopher.
Yeah,
Christopher's-
you look up to me. I'm kind of a hero to
Christopher's-
you.
Christopher's too nice.
That's true.
He's not.
You
nice,
are Pauly.
dude. He's a
No,
murderer.
Christopher's the only one that's like.
None of them are nice. They're
None
all
of them are
sociopaths.
nice.
No, no. Bobby Bacala is a nice guy.
That's true. Bobby Bacala is the only one.
He's a-
And
he's a
it's
good
funny
guy.
that Bobby has definitely killed people also.
No, he.
Should
he
we rewatch
hadn't
the
killed-
whole? Should we rewatch
I-
the whole
I
series
started it
and then
100%.
make
I-
this a Sopranos podcast?
Yeah. Yes,
I
I'm not
started
even
it with
kidding,
my
yes.
with my GF today.
Shut the
She'd never seen it. But Bobby Bacala had never killed anyone until when he gets in a fight at the cabin with Tony.
That's right.
And then Tony's like, go up to Montreal, and he had to kill that guy. Are you doing that kneecap punch thing?
Yeah.
Nick does this
I'm
thing
hungry.
where he
Don't
I start
spoil her,
punching
dude.
when I get hungry.
where he
Don't
punches
spoil her.
my kneecap.
Don't spoil that for people, man. You just
Yeah.
spoiled that Bobby Bacala.
Well, in the last episode, Tony gets killed.
Vodafone. How about this? Chodafone.
That's not true. No one knows for
It's a
sure. what
phone
happens.
company. If you got a
he gets
small dick.
swacked.
Chodaphone? That's
Yeah.
good.
Shout out to Chodafone.
Adam, that was really rude, man.
What?
I want to say, guys, I'm so anti-spoiler. I think it's
I think it's dumb
and it's not a
to
joke
be
at all.
anti-spoiler.
Huh?
The movie exists whether you see it, you see
Shut
it or
the
not.
fuck up. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
wow. What a good philosophical point.
I hate that when people get mad at spoilers.
What the it exists whether you see it or not?
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
Yeah,
I like-
that's a particularly stupid thing to say.
I like just knowing.
Okay, dude.
stories-
A gun exists whether I shoot you in the head with it or not.
Exactly. Good point.
I mean, that's a bad analogy too. So I don't know whose side to be on. Here.
No, dude.
It's on my
a
side.
gun exists, so it doesn't matter if I shoot you. In the,
I'm
how
just
does
saying,
that
like,
relate?
I'm just saying, like,
because I either shoot him in the head, Because if I shoot him in the head, he's
Well, we should end the show and put on The Sopranos. How about that?
it's not bad.
I'm on episode 6 right now. Season 1.
I wanted to restart.
I
too.
just watched College, the episode where he's visiting colleges with
Whoa,
Meadow.
spoiler!
Episode
Shut up!
105.
Oh yeah, where he strangles that guy.
Where he strangles that guy.
That's
with the
pretty
wire.
good.
That
That
shit's
one's
cool.
really
So
good.
sick.
It's a
That's
great
an okay
episode.
spoiler.
Why?
It's not
Because
a
it's
main
season 1?
thing. Yeah, it's season 1. It's not a big thing.
What do you mean it's a big... Bobby kills
You know what's a
guys?
great
That's not a main
spoiler?
thing?
Your mom's big old pussy lips that give her some downforce while she's cruising around town. Those are cool spoilers.
There's a guy...
kind of on a car.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah, yeah,
Adam's
yeah.
Adam's pussy lips are so big. I changed it from his mom to him.
Nice.
That they act in an aerodynamic capacity.
But they also have to be shaped just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wind tunnel testing on my pussy has been extensive.
Yeah.
There's a guy on the block, like 1 block away from me. I walk my dog past his car all the time. He's got an what do you call it? What are those trucks? The Cadillac trucks? The
Escalade?
He's got an Escalade, but like the part where it's the EXT, so it's like got a cabin,
pickup.
and then a pickup, and
I
then
love
he,
those.
And then
Those are gay.
Oh,
he's got an
off, dude.
Escalade
Those are-
EXT.
those
If you're gonna get a
Wait,
stupid...
listen, and he put a like Batwing spoiler in the back.
Yes.
It looks retarded.
Dude, if you're gonna get
It
a
looks like
stupid
one
ass
of the most
fucking truck
retarded
that
cars
has
I've
no
ever seen.
actual use, make it look dumb as hell, dude. I love it. I love the pickup.
An Escalade EXT. Yeah, remember when they
get
thought
a Raptor, dude. If you're gonna get a pickup, you want a cool pickup, get a Raptor.
toy? What is that?
If you want an Escalade, get a Filet. Don't get that.
I don't really want an Escalade.
Yeah,
I want a Raptor though.
yeah. A Raptor, I would drive. That's cool.
It is
What
cool.
is a Raptor?
It's like a special package of the F-150.
Yeah, it's like a
Wow.
big dick F-150.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Well,
Now I'm
that's the
hungry.
show, guys. Buy the Ford Raptor.
Oh, we have a show.